So here we are going to talk about active listening and its three principles. So why active listening? So out of all the communication aspects, why active listening is very important and what are the principles of active listening and deep study on active listening in the upcoming videos. So here often while we are listening, we are thinking how we will respond, and also often at sometimes we get distracted, and also we miss some of the points what was said by the speaker. Why? Because we may not pay attention to the non-verbal communication cues of the speaker. And also active listening requires the listener to pay close attention to what he's being communicated verbally and also non-verbally. So, without active listening, it is not at all possible for a person to listen, verbal as well as non-verbally. It is not at all possible for a listener to listen to the speaker. So, the listener is encouraged. He is encouraged to interpret not only the content of what is being said, but also the emotions present at the body language. So, as we already told, out of 100%, non-verbal communication plays 60% of the vital role, whereas verbal communication plays only 40%. So when we think, while the speaker is speaking to us, we think, we analyze, we aspire only through non-verbal communication. So in order to understand this part, the listener must be willing to devote energy to the task. They will recreate an excellent attention span and honed empathetic eligibilities. Abilities. So, active listeners has also been referred to as the measurable dimensions of empathy. So, more than that, they create a measurable dimensions of empathizing the listeners. So here we have three components of active listening. So there are three main components of successful active listening according to Rogers and Parson. So listen for total meaning. So when someone is conveying a message, there are two meanings to gather: the content and the feeling or attribute underlying the message. So here an active listener is not only tuned into the information conveyed, but also how it is conveyed and any non-verbal cues present. So this is a very important factor, the component of active listening. So respond to feelings. So as we talk about empathizing, so we have to respond to the feelings of the speaker. After listening, when our response is appropriate, the listener should respond to the feeling of what was said. In this way, the speaker feels understood and empathy is established. So here, the speaker, when he's trying to empathize you, which means that he's going to stand on your shoes to empathize you. So he is considering his own problem, sorry, your own problem as his own problem. So here, nonverbal cues plays very important tone of voice, facial expression, body expressions, speech, etc. So all of this sounds uh, much better and also convey a much deeper meaning than merely the content of what the speaker is saying to you. So here are examples. Active listening is often referred to as a soft skill. Yes, it's a soft skill because why? Because it is useful in many contexts and beneficious is mostly professional. It is also a skill with a benefit. Why? Because the listener in their life, as well as in their life, as well as outside their life, whether at work or in casual conversation, active listening can provide a safe and empathetic aspects for the speaker, fostering feeling of trust. So when a person is listening to you in a conversation or in a speech or wherever, it means that you are creating a trust for the listener. So active listening has been shown to be vital skill in counseling, See, empathy and empathetic listening foster the therapeutic relationship, and the relationship between the patient and the client has been shown to be one of the best, crucial, and stable example for the active listening process, according to Martin Gask and Davis 2000 in a study. They say that.